Because you cut me off.
Didn't cut you off. You swerved out from behind him to come over behind me.
No, I stay in the same lane. So, driving 15 miles an hour below the speed limit is safe? Holding up traffic?
It's not about holding up traffic.
Then what is it?
It's about driving safely.
Listen, this is all in the dash cam. Everything you're saying, so I'll just show that to the judge at court.
Today we're going to talk about the importance of having a good dash cam, because sometimes it's the only thing standing between you and a bad situation on the road. The video we're reviewing comes from Chuck Wood's channel. If you enjoy it, be sure to check out his page for more content like this. On April 11th, 2019, Chuck was driving across the Francis Scott Key Bridge, a toll road on the Baltimore Beltway that spans the Patapsco River. The posted speed limit was 55 miles per hour, which allowed Chuck to catch up to a Maryland Natural Resources police convoy. The convoy consisted of two marked pickup trucks, one of which was towing a marine unit. Notably, the vehicle pulling the boat was traveling at just 40 miles per hour in the passing lane, a lane typically reserved for faster traffic. Meanwhile, the trailing vehicle, driven by Officer Todd Cardarelli, was moving at the same speed in the right lane, maintaining a position that effectively blocked other drivers from passing. As the three vehicles approached the Maryland Transportation Authority toll plaza, the lanes began to split. The tow vehicle moved into the left lane for the cashless toll. Seeing an open stretch of road ahead, Chuck took the opportunity to accelerate. Suddenly, the other vehicle changed lanes without clearly signaling its intent, cutting Chuck off. Without hesitation, Chuck switched lanes, accelerated past both officers, and drove through the toll booths. Moments after clearing the toll, Chuck passed Officer Cardarelli, and almost immediately he was pulled over.
Unsafe lane change and following too closely right off the bat. And
unsafe lane change?
Yeah.
When?
Right there before the
because you cut me off.
Didn't cut you off. You swerved out from behind him to come over behind me.
No, I stay in the same lane.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I got dash cam, bro.
Okay. License and registration.
Is there a reason why he's holding up traffic on 40 in the fast lane?
What's that?
Is there a reason why he's holding up traffic on 40 in the fast lane?
It's not about holding up traffic.
Then what is it?
It's about driving safely.
At this point in the interaction, Officer Cardarelli claims that the caravan was traveling 15 miles under the speed limit for safety reasons. On the surface, that may sound reasonable, but when you compare it to the actual law, the situation tells a very different story. Under Section 21-804 of the Maryland Transportation Code, a person may not willfully operate a vehicle at such a slow speed that it impedes the normal and reasonable flow of traffic. In addition, Section 21-310 clearly states that a truck following a vehicle that is towing another must leave sufficient space so that an overtaking vehicle can safely enter and occupy that gap. What happened on that bridge appears to contradict both of these provisions. The two police vehicles were traveling side by side at a reduced speed, effectively occupying both lanes and preventing other drivers from passing.
So, driving 15 miles an hour below the speed limit is safe? Holding up traffic? Here it is. And I got this all on dash cam,
That's
so
fine, sir. I don't mind that.
I'm gonna go ahead and file a complaint with you guys.
Okay.
There's no reason to drive 40 in the fast lane and you drive right next to them so no one can pass.
Well,
isn't that what we're trying to get by?
Listen.
Isn't this like a new law?
Can you listen to me?
Yeah, I can listen.
Okay. Well, the thing was, I was staying right behind him, all the way from Ritchie Highway, and you got right up on him to where I couldn't get back over behind him.
That's not what happened.
That is what happened.
The officer claims he was traveling directly behind the vehicle towing the boat. But this exact moment shows why everyone should have a dash cam, because the story the officer tells is completely different from what the camera actually recorded. Throughout the entire video, there is not a single moment where the NRP vehicles are positioned directly in front of and behind each other as claimed. In reality, their positioning consistently forms a side-by-side formation, effectively occupying the roadway. This is the power of video evidence. It isn't influenced by opinion, it can't be twisted, and it doesn't change based on anyone's version of events.
He needs to get out of the fast lane.
He couldn't, because I couldn't get back over there. He couldn't come back over.
All right, listen, this is all in the dash cam, everything you're saying, so I'll just show that to the judge at court.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have any problem. All right.
He had every opportunity to get over. You had every opportunity to get over. I was going to try and pass you, but you wouldn't let me pass.
And what was the problem with why you were swerving and then all of a sudden you took off your speed there and everything else?
What swerving?
I just explained to you.
You cut me off.
Okay,
And I didn't speed
I'll
up.
be right back with you, sir. Yes, you did.
I didn't speed.
You did speed, sir.
I don't think I did speed.
Looking back at the entire incident, the most concerning issue isn't just the questionable behavior. It's the clear indication of an abuse of authority. Two law enforcement vehicles positioned themselves in a way that blocked both lanes of traffic, impeded the normal flow, and then provided an explanation that doesn't align with the actual video evidence. This goes beyond attitude. It raises serious concerns about transparency and accountability,